raging insane. Bicycle kicks to the edge, you're harder than Liu Kang. With 3 hits, 1, 2 when you hit the kill switch. Get back, it's my 1-round KO. Hard hits, eye splits and elbows. Get back, it's my 1-round KO. You never know what you might be.
Back here with our 4th fight of the evening on Cage Combat Championship Global Proving Grounds 2, right here on Tubetown Channel 21, making her way to the ring right now, Kody Underwood.
I'm Kody Underwood, 125, and I fight in Jiu-Jitsu. Ad is one of my coaches. He teaches me my Taekwondo. Brent Chapman is my Jiu-Jitsu coach, and my team, we're all pretty close and trained. It's mostly guys. Athlete means to me a whole lot. It changes who I am. It helps me come out of my shell. With my family and my friends following me, I love the support. They're always there for me, and they back me up. What inspires me the most would probably be my dad, because he always trains. He's pushed me. He's always there for me. He helps me with everything. He spends hours in MMA. Would probably be sparring with all the guys and at least hurting them. Fans, come out and watch me fight, because you're going to see a good fight.
Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 127 pounds. She will be wearing black trunks with white trim. And hopefully this 4th fight on our card tonight, Aaron, will be just as exciting as the 3rd one was between Big Joe Jones and Daniel Collins. It went the distance all 3 rounds. And,
those guys made it interesting.
They did indeed. Probably our most exciting fight. We've had 2 submissions in the first round so far tonight. 1 card has gone to the judges. No knockouts so far, but still a long way to go.
A lot of submissions
here tonight.
We've seen some submissions.
Making her way to the ring right now, Heather Parsons, weighing in at 124 pounds. This is the closest we've seen as far as weight classes goes thus far tonight.
Andy, you know I'm a fan of the women's fights, simply because I have never seen a women's fight where they didn't bring it in the UFC.
You're absolutely right.
Invicta, in Bellator.
Well, and the last one that we had here on Tubetown Channel 21. The last fight that we had here on Tubetown Channel 21, the last Cage Combat Championship.
That's right. You and I said that was the fight of the night because it had the most action for the longest amount of time.
We'll see if tonight lives up to our previously set standard. In the blue corner, Kody Underwood fighting Heather Parsons in the red corner. Let's send it down to ring announcer Billy Lamb to announce our fighters.
First, introducing first in the blue corner, Kody Underwood! And her opponent in the red corner, Heather Parsons!
All right, Andy. Rocky Demir once again pulling duty as a referee.
Our judges tonight, John Webb, Westcraft, and John Munns. And as you mentioned, Aaron, our referee, Rocky Demir, ready to start things off here on our 4th fight of the night. And here we go. 3 rounds, 3 minutes between these 2 young ladies. Kody Underwood wearing the black trunks, white trim. Heather Parsons wearing the black trunks with a black top. The long shirt. And the 2 grapple in the mid-ring. Trading blows.
So far, they want to keep it standing. And as I said, Andy, the women always bring it in their fights. And it doesn't matter what level. Look at that. Woo! They were hanging on to each other and trading right hands at the same time.
And Kody Underwood is trying to lock in, and now she's got the body grappled of Parsons. And Underwood was trying to go for a Muay Thai clinch, and she had that for a couple seconds, but wasn't able to get any knees thrown. And then that's when we started seeing the 2 trading blows.
And that would have been a great position for her to be in. As we see a reversal there when Heather Parsons tries to perform a whizzer. And now Kody Underwood is up on top in the closed guard of Heather Parsons.
She was trying to slip, but could not get past the knees of Parsons. And we're not going to see a whole lot of a lot of leverage based on weight here. Both of these fighters, the exact same size.
No, you would think that this fight, the winner of this fight is going to be based on technique. And based on who can gain an advantage in terms of maybe like a position like this,
and it
who's
like
on top or who may have the advantageous position.
Parsons was almost able to flip Underwood over, And almost gained the back position, but
Parsons from the bottom is being active. We'll see where this goes. She closes her guard once again.
She's got those legs locked, and it's going to be hard for Underwood to slip past that guard right there.
And what Parsons is doing, if you'll see, she's got that arm wrapped around behind Underwood's head, and she's holding Underwood close to her so she can't do any maneuvering. At least she doesn't have any leverage to do any maneuvering, and she's got that guard closed around her rib cage and got her ankles locked up high.
Now she's at a standing position. If she's got the strength, we may see her try to pick Parsons up here.
But Parsons tries to continue to hold Underwood close where Underwood can't do anything with her arms.
Well, and we're almost a triangle lock here.
But I don't
think she can get it locked
right,
in.
And I don't know that Underwood has one of her arms has to be inside the legs of Parsons.
But that's something that Parsons has been trying to do ever since. And Parsons reversed
that, and now she's in full mount, and she's just dropping bombs on Underwood.
And she has got her weight right on top of the chest of Underwood. It's going to be hard for her to get
Underwood's
out of
bucking
this
her hips,
position.
but it doesn't matter because Parsons is so high on her body, it doesn't matter.
Hammer
the crowd starts to
face,
stand up and yell. Look at an arm bar.
There's the arm bar from Underwood. We'll see if she can get it locked in. Around 10 seconds remaining, and there we go, actually. The end of round number 1.
What a great round.
And by far the most exciting fight we have had tonight. And the first round is over. That's a hard one to score. That's a hard one to score because Underwood had the position for most of the fight, but a great reversal there at the end by Parsons. And you had the attempted submission by Underwood, though.
If I'm going to put my hat on and think like a judge because of that flurry at the end by Parsons, I think I'm going to give that round 10-9 to Parsons, but just barely. But it's a 10-point must system, so once again, somebody has to get 10 points and somebody has to get less
Absolutely.
than 10.
Yeah, I would not want to be in the judge's position right now. Absolutely not. That one a very tough one to call. And I almost said something about that. It seemed like Parsons was trying to get her legs wrapped up around the head of Underwood so that she could maybe try to go for a triangle choke. But she completely flipped the script on Underwood and was able to flip positions.
And you can't knock Underwood because Underwood was way up on the torso right there. And what that does is it prevents you from being bucked off by your opponent raising your hips.
And even being fully mounted like that, Underwood did a good job of getting out of that position, and then she attempted a submission right out of it.
That's a good kick, and now she's got one hand behind the head and continues to throw punches right there into Parsons' chin.
Underwood with the Muay Thai clinch, and now she goes in for a full grapple. Tells her to quit grabbing the cage. Rocky Demir, the referee, closely monitoring the situation. Parsons again staying busy, even though she's got her back trapped against the cage. Couple of hammer fists, a nice uppercut there from Underwood. Underwood moves out towards the center and
Underwood's
then pushes
corner
her back
yelling
again.
instructions. You can hear it from here.
Well, and we talked about this in an earlier fight. Underwood she's already in an advantageous position because she's the leader, and now she looks a bit stunned.
Parsons slipped out from her position was disadvantageous against the cage.
She looks a bit
She
stunned
slipped
here.
out, and then she's just hitting Underwood over and over and over, and Underwood can't do anything but cover up and protect.
It looks like Parsons caught her, and there's
an elbow. Did you see that?
Parsons is desperately trying to cover her face, which Underwood.
But now Underwood is basically just covering her head and said, "You've got to give me a break." And she knows that Parsons may get tired by throwing punch after punch after punch. And some of those are doing damage, but a lot of those are not.
Referee Rocky Demir is dangerously
Rocky Demir's
close to
telling her to
stopping
fight
this.
back, though. Did you see that? Rocky Demir's going, "You got to fight back. You have to fight back."
Because she's not doing a very good job of defending herself.
But she's got wrist control on the right arm now.
And now Parsons is wrapping up. She may attempt a takedown here.
Sort of a stalemate now.
I think Underwood was stunned by one of those punches right as soon as Parsons slipped out of her guard. As soon as she was able to slip away from that.
I think she had to take time to get her wits back. But she did a good job of defending.
She threw an elbow. We'll see if Underwood can get a takedown. Now she's flipped positions once again.
That's right, and she's got Parsons pinned up against the fence.
I'm curious to see if she's
trying for that double leg. Did you see that? She grabbed those legs right up high on the back of the legs, And she's trying to pick her up and put her down on the ground because I wonder if that's where Parsons wants to be, or Underwood, rather.
Underwood is throwing knees into the inside of the leg.
But you know
of
those shots right there by Parsons to the ear of Underwood over and over and over, they don't look like much, but they add up over time. We have just about 15 seconds left in this round, so it looks like we're going to go to a third.
Nice knees to the midsection of Parsons from Underwood. And there's the end of round number 2. A very close fight. And
what a round to score.
I've got to give this one to Parsons. I've got to give this one to Parsons because she stayed the most active of the 2 fighters, and she had Underwood. Despite Parsons having her back against the fence, she was giving Underwood all she could handle, especially once she slipped out of that grapple. And it seemed like, I don't know if Underwood caught an inadvertent finger to the eye or
if she
what
was
it
actually
was,
stunned by one of those
but
punches.
it seemed like she might have gotten her eye poked because on one of those punches from Parsons, it looked like she just wanted to shy away from any kind of contact after
But
that.
it's also possible, and we could not tell from our vantage point, but it's also possible she was just hurt by those punches. There might have been a punch get through, and she had to take a time to gather her wits. So right now I have it 2-0 Heather Parsons. But
I think you're right.
I'm not
close,
sure the
though.
judges have it that way.
It's very close.
If this round doesn't end the fight and we go to the judges' scorecards, I think it could be anybody's fight.
We'll see what
happens. Here we go with a little hesitancy on both fighters right here.
I think both fighters still trying to catch their wind.
I think they're feeling these first 2 rounds.
Spinning
what a nice spinning back kick right there.
Spinning back kick from Underwood. And now Underwood trying to fight off the blows of Parsons, and Underwood goes back against the cage.
Parsons just seems to be the more active fighter right now, Andy.
But Underwood has a slight height advantage and 3 pounds of weight difference between the two, Underwood being the heavier.
But at this point, when you've already fought 6 minutes and you have to struggle through this and you have to persevere through this last 3 minutes, what a nice side kick right there, at least an attempt. I don't know that 3 pounds is going to make a difference one way or the other.
And
I think it's about heart, it's about determination, and it's about
Parsons,
who can have the best
throwing
strategy.
uppercuts here. Parsons throwing uppercuts, and now Parsons has her back again pinned against the fence, and Underwood using that size advantage of hers in height to her
Parsons
advantage
sort of
again.
had a modified Muay Thai clinch with one hand behind the neck and the head of Underwood, and that allowed her to say, I know where my target is, and I'm going to continue to hammer.
The two continue to grapple now. Parsons, and I don't know who to score that takedown for.
This is our second takedown of the night.
I don't know who to score that takedown for, but
honestly,
Underwood winds up on top.
Underwood's got the dominant position. She's in half guard. I think you have to give that takedown to Underwood.
She winds up in the more advantageous position.
But let's remember, Andy,
let's see if she can get that leg.
That's right. If the judges had this fight scored the way we've scored it so far, even if Underwood wins this round, she does not win this fight.
She's dangerously close to getting that leg out from between the legs of Parsons, and if she can do that, she can slip into full mount, and she's almost there, but she's in a good enough position right now that she can stay busy on top.
And
but
with
you're
about
right,
a minute
I agree.
to go,
she's going to have to.
Oh, there it was. She got full mount, but at the same time,
there it is.
That's right. And this is her chance right here. She's got to try to get the finish. If Underwood doesn't get the finish, I don't believe she's going to win this fight. I could be wrong, but I don't think she can win this fight on the scorecards if she doesn't get the finish. She's got to put everything she can into it. And Parsons says, I'm going to give it my back. But look at that. They roll over twice.
And it looks like she's still attempting the rear naked choke. She can't quite get the leverage, but Parsons has escaped danger for the moment.
And we don't have the vantage point, but she's trying to work that chin under there.
30 seconds remaining in our third and final round.
Underwood's got one hand.
She doesn't have the other hand
She
locked.
doesn't have it under the chin, though, I don't think.
And now Parsons gets up her back again.
She's trying to get both those hooks in right there.
10 seconds
10
remaining.
seconds. You have to do something.
And there's strikes, and Parsons continues to stay busy. And there's the end of our third and final round between Kody Underwood and Heather Parsons. What an amazing fight that's going to go to the judges.
We'll see how this goes, but I right now I have it 29-28, Heather Parsons. I think Underwood won that last round, but I don't think she did enough in the course of the entire fight. We'll find out, Andy.
We'll wait on the decision from the judges. Kody Underwood fighting out of the blue corner. Heather Parsons fighting out of the red. That was probably the most exciting fight we've had so far tonight. Still 3 fights to come, but we will send it down to announcer Billy Lamb.
Your winner, from the red corner, Heather Parsons!
All right, let's get a word with our winner, Heather Parsons. Heather, you guys went back and forth. That was an incredible fight. That was my favorite fight of the night so far. Tell us about your thoughts about that fight.
I knew I just had to stay in on her. I knew she did karate. I was trying to stay away from her kicks. She was a real great opponent. She gave me a run for my money. She did real good.
When it went to the ground, who do you think had the advantage? Tell us about that.
I've really been trying to work on that, and it was almost pretty even. I mean, I just tried to remember to throw punches even while I was down there and try to stay on her. She did good too.
Well, you guys put on an incredible fight. Like I said, in my opinion, that is the fight of the night. You guys give it up right here. This is your winner, Heather Parsons. Let's hear it.